Hi, I'm Tim Ebers. I'm the field CTO here at Wallarm. Today I want to talk to you about a new feature called API leaks. API leaks management addresses the problem of API leaks in a three-pronged approach: detect, remediate, and control. Here you'll see our API leaks UI. You'll see how we detect the leak. Here there are three different sources of where we're finding a leak for this particular environment. We have more than 20 sources that we are looking through in order to see if your websites or properties, digital properties, have leaked API keys or tokens or emails and passwords. So here are just three of the many that we have. Here you'll see three different types of leaks. We have more. These are the three that we are showing. One is private API specs available in Postman. You'll see that as our first leak. Our second leak that we've detected is email passwords in a database found on BitTorrents. And the third is public GitHub repositories that are leaking your API tokens to your digital properties. Each one of these has a risk score. Those risk scores you'll see off to the right. Here you'll see a 1.5 for private API specs. This is lower due to its type. Private API specs aren't necessarily security risks from an API leaks perspective, but it's still good to know that you might have a private API spec in the public domain. The second is the emails and passwords databases. This is much higher, as these contain or may contain emails and passwords of your current clients. The third here is an actual API token that's been leaked on GitHub, and that has a risk score of 9.6 in this particular instance. These are generated dynamically based on the number of tokens that we're seeing, based on the number of many features that we're logging in these sources. So to remediate these, there's a number of ways depending on what type of leak it is that we will remediate. One is through a brute force trigger to make sure that emails and passwords are blocked as quickly as they're found. A second is a virtual patch is applied. This is useful when you have an API that's been leaked, but you don't know what happens when you turn it off, which happens many times. And so we can create a virtual patch as a rule, and we'll show you what that looks like. So we create here is a particular regex-based attack indicator where we are having the secure tokens that we found in a virtual patch from this API key. This is a very flexible way to create rules. This is the only place that we actually allow regex. We don't have it in our product, but we do have it for rules so that customers can do very sophisticated types of blocking with our product. And then the other thing that we do is we're constantly checking and scanning the sources to make sure that either the problem has been solved, and you'll see status here open. When it is solved and we don't see these leaks anymore, we will close these just like we do in our vulnerabilities. Or you can mark these as false, meaning it's supposed to be there, we know about it, and it's okay. You can also close these to tell us that you've remediated it, and if we see it again, we'll reopen these requests. So again, API leaks, we're excited about it. If you have questions, please let us know.